Hello, English 1101 students. Welcome to the 6th week of the fall 2016 semester. All right, so some news here that I've got to share with you. I wasn't able to get the comments on your narratives back to you as quickly as I would have liked. So as a result of that, I have extended the deadline on turning those final drafts, until Wednesday, which is the 21st. So I apologize for taking so long, but I didn't think it would be fair to shorten the amount of time you have to give the corrections in. Some of you I wasn't able to get around to them until Friday. In fact, several of you I wasn't able to get around to until Friday, and I can't blame you for that. I can't hold that against you. So instead of tonight, Monday, being the deadline for that final draft, we've got the deadline now as Wednesday, 21st. Now, what that means is there's going to be some overlap, because I have released your compare-contrast essay instructions to you. So, so you can start on that now as well. The deadlines on that will be pretty much the same as what they were in the syllabus, so be aware of that. Also be aware of a couple of other things concerning this compare-contrast essay. Read the instructions carefully. I also have a video, so I don't know when I post these videos whether the compare-contrast is going to be below this or above this. I think it's going to be below this video. But there will be a video about compare-contrast essays that you should watch. Also be very, very aware. It's written in the instructions in all caps and in bold type, and it's written under the video on the compare-contrast in all caps and bold type. Do not, under any circumstances, pick abortion as your topic. If you do, you are going to be very upset when I tell you you have to write me another essay. I have read far too many essays about abortion. I'm over it. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm not going to do it anymore. And I say a lot more about that in the actual compare-contrast video. In fact, I think I spent 5 minutes on that video telling you why you can't write about abortion. So, any other topic that is current events, and believe me, if you don't know what they are, when you go to that procon.org, you are going to see a ton of choices. Something in there is going to catch your interest. Something in there is important to you. And you're going to be spending the next 2 assignments, both the compare-contrast and the argument, on the topic that you pick for this compare-contrast. Also be aware that you're not picking a side in this compare-contrast. You're just looking at the opposite sides of the argument. You'll be able to pick a side in the argument. In fact, the whole point of the argument will be for you to pick a side. So for this particular essay, what you want to do is actually just look at what those that are for the event or for the topic and those that are against the topic have to say. So get started on those compare-contrasts. That first draft will be due on, I want to say, sometime next week. Let me double check that. Yes, that first draft will be due on Monday. And actually, no, it won't. It says it in the syllabus, but I've actually, now that I remember, because your narrative is due on Wednesday, I pushed back the compare-contrast first draft until Wednesday as well. So so that'll give you another week if you are a procrastinator and wait until the last minute to do the narrative. That gives you a full week to get that first draft of the compare-contrast in. So that's what we're starting on this week, is that compare-contrast essay. So be ready for it. Pick a topic that you're going to be willing to spend the next 6 or 8 weeks on, and take a look at the instructions very carefully there, and watch the video very carefully. There are all kinds of hints in both of those to help you do well in this compare-contrast essay. If you have any other questions, feel free to contact me through email, by telephone, or if you happen to be in Albany, go ahead and drop by my office during my office hours. And with that, I look forward to reading those final narrative drafts.